I found my passion going into the AV Tech program. Through the AV Tech program, being able to work with outside clientele, we were able to kind of hone our skills and go out and actually, test in the real world. That was massively beneficial. Right out of high school, we already had the base of this business already running. Our skill set and our services, I'll always invest back in our community. I'm Brian Polari, and I'm a portrait of a Springdale graduate.
Hi, welcome to this episode of Springdale Today. I'm your host, Mary Jordan, and we're here today at John Tyson Elementary School of Innovation. We're talking with Assistant Principal Ashley Kirby, parent Maria Morales, and student GiGi Alarcon. We're going to be talking about an ESL program that the school's implementing that are doing some really innovative things, as well as creating opportunities for staff, students, and families that are just remarkable and just admirable. So thank you all for being here with us today.
You're welcome.
Ashley, what can you tell us about John Tyson, your community here?
Yes, so we have 542 students in grades kindergarten through 5th grade. 75% of those students qualify for free and reduced lunch. Out of those 542 students, 196 of those students are English language learners. So that makes up about 36% of our population. The English language learners' primary language is mostly Spanish, but we do have some Marshallese students as well. And an exciting thing is our school just recently, this year, got designated as a School of Innovation.
All right, now you recently had an ESL exit ceremony. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, so we just had our ceremony where we exited 36 English language learners, which was so exciting for them. We had their families come in. These students had to pass the ELPA 21 assessment last spring, and that assesses their ability to read, listen, speak, and write in English. And so they passed that, but in addition to that, they had to show proficiency on 2 other assessments in different content areas. And so they did that as well. A lot of them showed proficiency in more than 2 assessments, but those were the criteria for that. And so we had a big celebration for them. They got a certificate, and we just really want them to know how valuable it is to be bilingual. That's a trait that will carry them through the rest of their lives. So it's very exciting.
It was neat to see how many families were there.
Yes.
And there was cookies, right? Tiger paw cookies. Yeah, gotta have the tiger paw
Very
cookies.
tasty.
Maria, what can you tell me about your story and why you decided to participate in the program as a parent?
Yes, I'm one day pick up my child, and I see the sign outside. This is a good program. I have a little kid, but I can come with me my kid, and it's free. It's free. I have the opportunity for help my child is in the school.
Did you have any challenges with communicating in English before you started the program?
Yes, it's difficult with the doctors, with the store, with my child need read. No can help from help him.
Now you have how many kids?
3. I
3.
have 3 kids. Yes, Christian is the oldest kid. He is in the 3rd grade, and Saul is in kindergarten, and Marcus this year is pre-K.
And they're all here, they were or are all here at John Tyson?
Yes.
That's really neat. Janet, what grade are you in? What can you tell us about yourself?
I'm in 4th grade.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Hilton?
And do you live here in Springdale?
Yes.
You were telling me earlier about your favorite subject in school. Will you share that with me again?
My favorite subject in school is science.
Why science?
Because we get to do a lot of projects.
A lot of projects like with your hands and your mind kind of thing?
Yes.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Now, what language do you speak in addition to English?
Spanish.
And how long ago did you participate in the ESL program? Was it this year or last year?
Last year.
Is it something you wanted to participate in, or something maybe your mom thought would be a good idea?
It's something I wanted to be in.
Why is that?
Because I wanted to learn.
And what is the other language you speak? Is it Spanish or Marshallese?
Yeah, Spanish.
Spanish, really neat. I think that's so neat because to be fluent in two languages to me is like being fluent on a musical instrument. It's a gift, so that's really neat. I'm really excited that you have that. Now, we're here today at John Tyson Elementary School speaking with Assistant Principal Ashley Kirby, Parent Maria Morales, and student GiGi Alarcon. And we're talking about an ESL program here that's helping the students do some remarkable things. Ashley, what kind of activities are the kids doing as a part of this program?
So actually 4 days a week, they go to English language development. So those are classes that are in small groups, and those are for our current English language learners. So during that time, they're practicing reading, writing, listening, and speaking in English. There's a lot of structured student talk, visuals, really immersing them in the English language and getting them to practice. Those classes are on their level. So when they begin as an English language learner, they get a screener from the ESL department that lets us know where they need to be placed, which ELD proficiency group they need to be in. And then they go to those classes 4 days a week for 30 minutes a day. We have 16 different ELD groups that are going on during that time. So it's every morning, building-wide. The building really, everybody's doing ELD at that time. Or if they are, if they've already shown proficiency or exited, like GiGi, then they are in a different language class. But everybody is focusing on language during that time, and it really does help them strengthen their English language proficiency, and it also gets them ready for that ELPA assessment in the spring.
Now, ELD, does that stand for English Language Development?
Yes.
Is that what that stands for? GiGi, did you have any trouble communicating, or is there anything that you had trouble understanding before you participated in the program?
Yes.
What can you share with me about that?
I was afraid that I didn't know nobody and I didn't really understand the language a lot.
And now?
Now I understand it, and now I understand what people are saying more, and I can communicate with them more.
Do you find schools easier, or is it? Yeah.
Easier. It's more easier.
And when you went in to do the program, did you find out there were kids there that you knew and you could make some friends there?
Yeah.
That's really great. Are you still friends with some of them now?
Yeah.
There you go. You probably made someone a little less scared to participate in the future just by sharing that. What was your favorite thing when you were doing the program? What was most fun about it for you?
The most fun thing about it is that I could understand people more, because some of them understood like me, and we could help each other with parts we understand and not understood.
Maria, what about you? Are you finding it a little bit easier to kind of navigate Springdale and life in general now that you have a little bit more depth in the English language?
Yes. When I have the appointment with the therapist of my son, I can speak more with him. And when the teachers, my son, tell me the message, I can stand and no need a translator. And when I come to the store, I can stand more for the cashiers, and in the restaurant for get my food. It's easy, and when I go to the theater, I can stand the movie, or it's more easy the life.
I guess I wouldn't have ever considered the theater. There's no subtitles at the theater, really, in most cases, unless it's a foreign film, right? I'd never considered that before, just being able to do things out in the world and experience things out in the world like everybody else is experiencing. So, Janet and Ashley, Gigi and Ashley, are there anything that comes to mind for you as far as examples of stories where you're like, this program has made a difference?
I think just having parents involved, because they get to come into the classroom too as part of their SFLP program. And so just getting them on the same page, helping them see what their children are learning in class, and it also is helping them know how to support them at home. And it's a great program because we're also helping them grow and supporting them too. So it's an amazing partnership, and we have really throughout this program developed lots of stronger partnerships with our parents because they are in our schools and getting to be in the classrooms.
I was chatting with Dr. Shelley Pogue the other day, and she was mentioning that school evaluations had recently come out, and she felt that this was just one of many factors that was helping the school students and staff excel. Can you share anything about that with us?
Yeah, so recently, actually last week, the Arkansas School Recognition Program released growth scores, and so John Tyson Elementary received, they fell in the top 6 to 10% for achievement and the top 6 to 10% of growth in the state. So that means not only are our students achieving at high levels, but they're also growing at high levels. And I think that is definitely a piece of that is our SFLP program, our strong English language development program. We really do value the diversity at this school, and we really do personalized learning. And so Gigi is a perfect example of that. She has grown so much since starting here at Tyson. And so we are so excited about those recognitions too, and are looking forward to continuing growing and helping our students learn at high levels.
Well, people might say, well, gosh, that's what you're supposed to be doing, right? You're supposed to be, why is it significant that your school is achieving and growing in such ways?
Yeah, I think our students, especially when you look at across the state or even across the nation, schools who sometimes have students facing poverty or they are learning multiple language, it can make it challenging, but our students are overcoming those challenges, and I think it really is a testament to the hard work that our staff and students do, because we're helping our students develop the strategies that they can persevere, and they're determined, they're setting personalized goals for themselves, and they're achieving them, just like Gigi did.
Well, we could just be trying to get students to the next grade, trying to get students to the next school, right? So why take the time to invest in the students in such a way?
Yeah, I think it's going to pay off for them for the rest of their lives. We not only focus on academics here, but we also really try to develop learner qualities with our students, which is a big part of our School of Innovation goal, helping them be determined and have those persevering qualities that aren't just going to help them in school but also in life, because throughout their life we know there's challenges that a lesson in school doesn't always help with, like a math lesson or a reading lesson. You also have to have those other qualities, those social, emotional traits that can really help you as you navigate those challenges throughout life. And so we really do try to focus on the whole child here at Tyson and equip them with those strategies so that they can be successful as adults too.
Well, thank you. Thank you for doing all that for our families. That's so incredible. Ladies, is there anything that I didn't think to mention, anything that you wanted to share with me today that you didn't get to say?
That this is important program because it's one more time, it's free, it's opportunity, no have all the time, maybe it's limited time, I don't know. Is need stay here because no have nothing to lose.
Thank you. Nothing to lose. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gigi, is there anything you wanted to share with me before you leave today?
No.
No?
I just want to say how much I admire Maria and all the moms who are coming to our SFLP program. I'm so proud of them. And I mentioned this in our ESL celebration last week, but I told all of our 36 students they can all do something that Dr. Pogue and I cannot do, and that's speak 2 languages fluently. That's something that I would love to be able to do, and I'm so proud of both of you for working so hard to do that.
Gosh.
It's difficult. It's difficult because I start in 0.
Yeah. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I am. As we see routinely on this show, I can barely speak English in a straight line, so it really is truly admirable. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here with us and joining us for this episode of Springdale Today. My name is Mary Jordan, your host, and we look forward to talking to you more in the future.
Springdale Today is a production of Springdale Public Schools Communication Office.
The podcast is hosted by Mary Jordan and is produced and edited by Micah DeLacy.
Be sure to subscribe to Springdale Today for free on your favorite podcast platform.
And don't forget to follow Springdale Today on social media for episode updates and behind-the-scenes conversations.
Thank you for listening. We hope you'll join us in the future
as we continue to learn about the amazing stories happening in Springdale today.